a good one here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Did you love this film? Did you hate it? Are you interested in seeing it spawn spin-offs? Big potential for a franchise? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. But this is my review of Scoob, and it's rough film review. You'll find out why soon. So we were gonna rent this as a family film, with the kids and all that, but my fiance only went ahead and bought it. So it's $20 to rent, 25 to own, so you might as well just buy it if you're gonna do it. But I strongly recommend holding off on that because this film isn't worth that much. And we'll get into the best parts right here off the bat. The best parts are very early into the film. That's when my kids were engaged into the film. That they around after like 25 minutes into it, they kind of just lost focus. Then they got heavily focused in later in it, but it starts off very strong. It reminds you of a pup named Scooby-Doo. It gets into the origins of Shaggy and Scooby. It's nice to see Scooby as a pup, and it's nice to see these characters in this style of animation. It's really nice. It's even nice to see some of those forgotten Hanna-Barbera characters that didn't have the lifespan of a dog like Scooby-Doo. It's nice to see them in this modern kind of animation. So the strongest points were the beginning of the film when it tells the origin stories. Shaggy and Scooby meet up, become lifelong best friends, and then you have them meet the gang. It's cool to see Daphne dressed up in a Wonder Woman costume. They meet the gang, they solve their first mystery together, and it goes into this classic Scooby-Doo montage. It's really cool to see in this modern CGI kind of animation with these classic monsters, and it's just really compelling. And then it goes completely off the rails. It becomes a whole nother film that just feels so much like a departure from Scooby-Doo. It feels like a Hanna-Barbera film featuring Scooby-Doo. It feels like a Blue Falcon film featuring Scooby-Doo. And the bad part is it goes into a lot of cliche superhero tropes, and it essentially does become a superhero film. It even how it's complete with the full package. You got the light beaming down from the sky, and it is quite a mess. The characters are separated, and that's not unlike Scooby-Doo. For Scooby and Shaggy to be separated from the rest of the gang, however, they're paired with Blue Falcon, and it just creates this kind of uneven tone where it just isn't Scooby-Doo anymore. So, and it contains that cliche storyline that they typically go with, where Shaggy and Scooby are trying to prove their worth to the value of Mystery Inc. That storyline's been done enough by now. Yeah, but it does have some really, really great jokes. Really funny, friendly some family-friendly humor. But also at the same time, it can go over kids' heads. Certain jokes in here, for instance, when Scooby can't say the bad guy's name right because he's calling him Rick, the bad guy goes yelling into a tantrum. It's Dick, 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 like he's fiending for him. But yeah, I just found that hilarious. There are some other jokes in here, but also the voice acting. It's not your usual voice acting. Not all of them come off very much like the characters they portray. The voices are a bit off, and it can be quite noted easily. But overall, I gotta say this is pretty average film. I'd give it a 5, and it's barely a 5 because it's really nice and gripping in that first 30 minutes. But then it just goes into this big superhero action adventure, and it's not Scooby-Doo. It's not their genre. They're not where they should be. This film is just gone off the rails to compete with everything out there and try to find its footing as a franchise so it can spawn all these other films and join the party of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That it's a clear attempt to, branch off this mega franchise that they can profit from. And that's unfortunate. It could have been a real great Scooby-Doo film had it stuck with what it was doing for the first 30 minutes. With all that said, comment down below. Tell me how you felt about this movie. Did you enjoy it more than I did? I mean, it was humorous. It is enjoyable at its moments, but those moments feel far and too far between. I watched this movie and I suddenly wonder where the hell I'm at and how I got here because it just doesn't feel like Scooby-Doo. And I'm wondering why is Scooby and Shaggy in this story? Why are these characters in this story? But there are some elements more to it that can be enjoyable, such as, the depth brought to the bad guy later in the film. But like I said, like, subscribe, share, and comment down below how you felt about this film. Stay awesome, and